All right, guys, in this activity as a class, I'm going to set this up as an ed puzzle to go through some of this academic vocabulary on making an argument, because after this unit, we're going to work on argumentative writing. So our first word is ethical. So I think many of you are probably familiar with this word when you talk about the ethical treatment of animals, or if something is unethical, then you know it's like against someone's standards. Like lying is unethical, cheating is unethical. Um, so your job was the company was praised for its ethical business practices. The animal rights activists argued that it is not ethical to experiment on chimpanzees. I went ahead and put my predicted meaning. So I'm going to embed a question over here, and I want you guys to just answer the question. And then also, can you think of any other related words? So here we have ethics and unethical, but can you think of anything else that has the root eth, which deals with characters or customs? Okay. Our second word is dissent. So our example sentences are Robin expressed her dissent from the opinion that was held by the majority of the class. The king used all of his power to suppress political dissent within his country. So in this question, in example number 1, you have some context clues. So she's expressing her dissent from the majority. So you know there's going to be some contrast between how she feels and the majority, because we have the word from here. We also can figure out the DIS means not or away. I think of like distance, or I definitely had a good example for this one yesterday, but now I can't think of one. If something is disgenuine, it's not genuine, or if, yeah, I don't have anything else right now off the top of my head. So, and then over here it tells us that the root scent means to feel. So using those context clues and what I know about root words and prefixes, my predicted meaning is to feel against or in an opposite manner of however somebody else feels. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was really famous for her dissent, so the court might rule one way in a case in the Supreme Court, but then she would often write why she feels personally the opposite way. Some related words I came up with were resent, like you can feel resentful, or, and that has to do with a feeling, so it's using the same root, or consent. So a person gives their consent whenever they say like they're okay with something. All right, number 3, and again, if there's any questions that I put up, you need to answer them. All right, interject. So every time I would try to express my opinion, Eric would interject with his own ideas. So something's going on, and then something else would happen. So I am going to say that inter, I-N-T-E-R, I know that that means between, because an interview is between two people, or an intersection is where two roads cross. So I guess it's also cross. If you interrupt, then you are breaking into a conversation or whatever's going on. And then we have ject, which is throw. So we have enter, which is between, and ject, which is throw. And so if you're interjecting, you're kind of throwing your own ideas into the mix there in the middle of a conversation. So that was my example of predicted meaning. Some related words I thought of were eject and object. Please answer the question to the right. Now that you've answered it, I'm also going to say I thought about project. Like if you project your voice, you're making it louder. Or if you, this is going to be super gross, if you projectile vomit, it means like you're throwing vomit all the way. That was really gross. I can't believe I used that example. Anyway, it's going a long distance. So that's another way to think of that root. Sorry, that was really gross. All right, discord. Here we have the prefix dis again, which is like not, away. So, and then we have cord, which is heart. So discord, I'm going to predict that it's not of one heart and one mind. A lot of time discord is the opposite of harmony. So harmony, you're working together for something good. Discord means you are not working together. You're not in agreement. It would be like if you press down all the piano keys at once, that would be a discordant sound because it does not go together. The related word that I thought of was accord, because if you're of the same accord, it means you are in agreement. Your context clues should also tell you that it's like people disagreeing, because if you need a mediator, you're fighting to end the discord, and also like arguing. The country signed a peace treaty to end their history of discord. So peace would be the opposite of discord. And then the last one, we have accuracy. Now, I would have never guessed that the root CUR means to care for. Other than we have related words like cure. Okay. I believe it means care for in the sense of paying attention to detail. So, for example, a curator, that was a related word, is somebody who pays great attention to detail, like in a museum. Okay. If something is very accurate, it means all the details are correct. Okay. Or we talk about like a test accuracy. So to measure something. Anyway, he could shoot an arrow with great accuracy, almost never missing his target. So I would say accuracy is correctness. And to pull the root in, I'm going to use its attention to detail and care for correctness.